Imagine this. You've finally broken free from a narcissist. The weight that has been pressing down on your chest for so long is finally lifted. You can breathe again, and every breath feels like a victory. Months, maybe years, of emotional manipulation and mind games are finally over. The constant second-guessing, the gaslighting, the endless cycle of hope and despair, it's all behind you now. You've packed your bags, changed your number, and told everyone you know that this person is dead to you. You're finally free. You've taken the first steps towards reclaiming your life, and each step feels like a triumph over the darkness that once consumed you.
But here's the thing about freedom, it's terrifying. The world that once seemed so small and controlled is now vast and unpredictable. The safety net, even if it was made of barbed wire, is gone. When you've spent so long under someone's thumb, even a toxic thumb, the silence afterwards can be deafening. The quiet can feel like a void, an endless expanse of nothingness that you're not sure how to fill. You crave the drama, the intensity, even the pain, because at least it was familiar. The chaos was your constant companion, and now without it you feel lost, adrift in a sea of uncertainty. And that's when the real danger sets in. The temptation to return to what you know, to the devil you know, becomes almost unbearable. The shadows of your past start to creep back in, whispering lies of comfort and familiarity, because lurking in the shadows of your newfound freedom is the biggest mistake you can make, going back. The path back to darkness is always there, waiting for you to falter, to give in to the fear of the unknown. But remember, true freedom lies in moving forward, in embracing the uncertainty and finding strength in your newfound independence. You know the drill. It's a cycle you've seen before, a pattern that repeats itself like clockwork. They call, they text, they bombard you with messages at all hours of the day and night. They send carrier pigeons carrying messages of regret and promises to change. Apologies flood your inbox, each one more heartfelt than the last. They suddenly remember all your favorite things, the little details that made you smile, places you used to go, the spots that hold memories of laughter and love, inside jokes that only you two shared. They bring up those moments, hoping to rekindle the spark. It's a carefully crafted performance designed to appeal to your deepest desires and insecurities. They know exactly what to say and do to pull at your heartstrings.
They can't live without you, or so they claim. They paint a picture of a life that's incomplete without you in it. They've realized the error of their ways, they say they've changed, they've grown. You're the only one who truly understands them. They play on your empathy, your desire to help and heal.
The narcissist becomes a master of manipulation, a virtuoso of vulnerability, weaving a web of deceit and charm, all to lure you back into their web. Don't be fooled. Recognize the signs, trust your instincts, and remember your worth. You deserve better. So why is it so hard to resist this siren song? Why do we find ourselves drawn back into the same toxic patterns, even when we know they're harmful? The answer lies in the insidious nature of trauma bonding. Trauma bonding occurs when we form strong emotional attachments with someone who is both a source of comfort and pain. When we experience consistent emotional highs and lows in a relationship, our brains become conditioned to this roller coaster of emotions. The unpredictability keeps us hooked. During these emotional highs, our brains release hormones like dopamine and oxytocin, which create a powerful addictive attachment. These chemicals make us feel euphoric and deeply connected. This is the same mechanism at play in drug addiction, where the brain becomes dependent on the substance for those fleeting moments of pleasure. The cycle of craving and withdrawal is strikingly similar, which explains why breaking free from a narcissist can feel like kicking a heroin habit. The withdrawal symptoms can be intense, making it incredibly challenging to leave.
You crave the highs, those moments of intense connection and validation, even if they're always followed by devastating lows. The emotional roller coaster leaves you feeling drained and confused, yet you keep coming back for more. Your brain, wired for survival, seeks out the familiar, even if the familiar is toxic. It's a paradox of human nature. Even when surrounded by a toxic environment, the comfort of the known can be more appealing than the fear of the unknown. This is why breaking free requires not just willpower, but a complete rewiring of your emotional and psychological patterns.
I've seen it countless times, intelligent, capable individuals falling back into the clutches of a narcissist. A friend who swore she was done with her emotionally abusive ex, only to be found back in his arms a week later. A colleague who, after months of therapy and self-work, answered a late-night phone call and ended up back at square one. The relapse can be swift, brutal, and utterly demoralizing.
These aren't isolated incidents. They're cautionary tales, reminders that the pull of a narcissist is strong, insidious, and often underestimated.
So how do you resist the siren song of a narcissist? How do you break free from the trauma bond and build a life on your own terms?
First and foremost, no contact. Block their number, unfollow them on social media, and tell your friends and family not to relay any messages. You need to starve the addiction.
Secondly, seek professional help. A therapist can help you understand the dynamics of the relationship, identify your own vulnerabilities, and develop coping mechanisms for dealing with the emotional fallout.
Section 6. No more crumbs. You deserve the whole damn bakery. Remember your worth. You deserve to be loved, respected, and cherished, not manipulated, belittled, and controlled. Stop settling for crumbs of affection from someone who wouldn't hesitate to devour you whole. You are worthy of a love that nourishes your soul, not one that poisons your spirit.
Section 7. The importance of self-care. This is the time to rediscover yourself, to reconnect with the passions and interests that were neglected or suppressed during the relationship. Take up a new hobby, reconnect with old friends, travel to a place you've always dreamed of visiting. Fill your life with experiences that bring you joy and remind you of your own strength and resilience.
Section 8. Finding your power. Remember, you survived, you escaped. That takes an incredible amount of strength and courage. Embrace the freedom that comes with leaving a narcissist behind. Use this experience as a catalyst for personal growth. Channel your pain into power, your anger into action, and your vulnerability into resilience.
Section 9. Moving on, a new chapter awaits. Leaving a narcissist is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with possibility, self-discovery, and authentic connection. The path ahead may be challenging, but it will also be incredibly rewarding. So go forth, embrace the unknown, and create a life that is truly your own. You've got this.